Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Assalamu alaikum dear students. Our current session focuses on exploratory projects for skill integration. I hope and expect by the end of this session you would have some understanding of what kind of exploratory projects can be used for the teaching of integrated language skills. Well, my dear students, comic situations can be a real good possibility to teach and to learn integrated language skills. Apart from the newly introduced reality shows, television everywhere has traditionally shown and continues to show sitcoms that are situation comedies. These are the brief episodes that humorously bring about the strengths and weaknesses of human beings, and because of their comic nature and based on situations, they can be a good resource. These sitcoms are loaded with cultural and subcultural beliefs and value systems. Sitcoms depict the lives and loves of the people of different ethnic communities, and any of these episodes of a sitcom can be used as a resource around which various kind of activities can be designed for classroom teaching of integrated language skills. Each of these skills, since is very short and self-contained with a proper beginning and an end, so it serves as a good resource. So for the purposes of using this, what you can do is select any currently popular sitcom that you think is suitable for your class. Videotape an interesting episode. Now, what you need to do is have a record of that particular copy. If you do not have a video recorder, probably your school can provide that for you if you're using it. Watch the selected episode again closely. The purpose is to identify certain items that can be used for teaching. Jot down questions that you might want to ask your learners before showing the video, so that they will know what they should anticipate while they're going through the video. Divide the episode into 3 or 4 segments. So further division is to be made so that you have smaller clips, and focusing on each segment, think of listening comprehension questions that you want to ask from your students during the episode that is shown to them. An important aspect is that for this purpose, you as a teacher need to focus on and prepare questions about conversational features that you want to highlight in the conversation. So, while you are preparing these activities, basically what is important is your focus on what is the purpose that you want to achieve through the activity. Such as if you want to teach the conversational aspect, how the use of informal and colloquial nature of language is used, how participants take turns, and how openings are provided for the listener to speak, etc. should be the focus. It is also important to focus on features other than the lexical items that carry meaning and what is the purpose, so that you can direct your learners to pay attention to these aspects. So stress, intonation, rhythm, rhyme, and the body language of different characters and the way they speak, these are the important things that need to be highlighted and that need to be brought to the notice of the class. And for the integrated skills activities, basically viewing these and then discussing these in the class in groups or in pairs, or giving comments on these, listening to their rhythm, intonation, stress would also help, because thus speaking and listening both would be integrated. You can also focus on characterization, and this would help the learners identify any strong views or mannerisms of certain characters or their behavior patterns that are unique to those characters, and based on that later on there can be group discussions, there can be role plays, there can be presentations on the part of the students, etc., which would help integrate various activities. In addition to the above, you can make sure you address the following questions as you design your micro strategy. For example, do the learners need any assistance with any of the jokes? Means, do they understand what is going on as a comedy in that? What kind of linguistic and cultural prior knowledge is assumed here? Because the sitcom is always set in a particular cultural context or setting, and because the learners come from different contexts, it is the responsibility of the teacher to ensure whether they have the enough knowledge of the culture in which it is set or not. Also, does the episode depict a particular set of attitudes and beliefs that you need to highlight? And thinking about all these, basically you can think of how you would involve the learners in responding to all these things in terms of writing or reading or just listening to you, or watching the episode and listening to the episode, and then through their conversations with the peers and through answers to your questions, how to integrate all the 4 skills. Now think about the kind of a class project that will help them do some reading and writing around this episode. What would be possible to ask your students? Would it be possible to ask them to work in small groups to make a transcript of the episode, or to rewrite the script from the point of view of different belief systems, or to enact the revised version in the class, etc.? So this is how different kind of skills can be integrated. Finally, as a teacher, you can try to implement your micro strategy in the class and monitor how it develops. The process of reflecting, revising, and reusing can facilitate the integration of the skills in various ways in the classroom. I think this project that I have shared and the projects that you can think about on the same lines, they can help you integrate all the 4 skills in the context where you are supposed to teach, in the context where a specific group of learners have to learn language in the classroom.